1.
All right, so good morning. We're going to do the distance formula today using the Pythagorean theorem. Yesterday, you did the Pythagorean theorem finding the distance with something that looked like this. So we can find the distance of this line using the Pythagorean theorem by making a right triangle. So let's review this very quickly. So we know that we use this and make the right triangle first. We find the distance of side A and side B. And on this one, A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 3. And so we plug that into A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So I have 2 squared plus 3 squared equals C squared. 4 plus 9 equals C squared. 13 equals C squared. Therefore, C is equal to the square root of 13. So we know how to do that, but what happens when we don't have it on the grid? All we have are 2 points. What do we do then? Well, we could come over to get a graph and plot these and draw it, but that's not always convenient. Sometimes the numbers might be too large for us to do that. So right now we're going to look at what happens when all I have are 2 points. And I'm come in here. All right, so we're going to take these 2 points. We have a point that's -1, 6, and a point that's 7, 0. And I'm going to use what's called the distance formula. Now we have a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. We know that. And from what we've done, we know that we can find just c by taking the square root of a squared plus b squared. So we're going to use that. The distance formula basically looks like that. So watch this. So I'm going to find the distance, the length of c. I'm going to take the square root of the difference between the two x coordinates squared plus the difference between the two y coordinates squared. So keeping in mind that this is x, this is y, this is x, and this is y. I'm going to do this. So c is equal to the square root of, I'm going to say, -1 minus 7 squared plus 6 minus 0 squared. So let's do that math. Here we go. So -1 minus 7 is -8 squared. 6 minus 0 is 6 squared. -8 squared is 64, positive 64. 6 squared is 36. C is equal to the square root of 100. So C is equal to 10. And that is how you use the distance formula. The formula is up here. This is the formula. Can't spell. Formula. It's right here. So there you have it. So now I want you to do the worksheets that you've been given and let me know how I can help.